Let's get right to it. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. And
a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw, it's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy check downs. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So a long drive, 11 plays all told. But in the end, they come away with nothing.
And what can you do from an offensive standpoint except pat your kicker on the head and say, get him next time.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Play action. Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Rodgers. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Carry here for the big tight end. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Donald Parham. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bats post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could.
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jalen Waddle, 77 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Rodgers going to throw. He will find his man Chase, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Rodgers now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Rodgers again now. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, they turn to Sanders. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert.
I love how he didn't get that.
Result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. Breece Hall, 66 yards. And the Bats will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Wentz. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st down, Wentz. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Play action. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete.
Yeah, keep running.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, a pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll run with Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Breece Hall with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bats take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, it's Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the net.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the on Wentz is intercepted yet again.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for the Broncos score. Evan Ingram, 85 yards.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point from McManus is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And on now is the punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum.
He's got a man, complete, the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now McManus for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
All again on second down.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Hall again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 22. 51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Wentz again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. The partner under the lights
minutes in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started.
It's true.
from
But I feel like that's a pretty good bet. You know, I think Myron, Pee-wee, he did a fantastic job.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. First carry for Nick Chubb. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Murray now to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Murray. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Murray's throwing to the hands of Pitts here.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the gun on third down, Murray.
Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Another run. This time McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A nice little juke. And all the way to the 2-yard line there. He's able to recall 32 on that. That's a first down. Defensively, you give up the big chunk play there on the ground. Now they really have to bow up.
They certainly do, but I know how offensive linemen think. They don't care that the defense is going to bow up. They want to dominate them. They want to get into the end zone first and have the running back follow them. That's how they want to kick off this drive.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On play action, it's Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Carlson is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense gets back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, falling like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so then 3rd down coming up.
That will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Throwing now is Wentz.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Wentz. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Oh, that pass right there.
Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
and
that
a really
one.
good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the
A little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Murray to run again.
What the hell?
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Kyler Murray, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they play pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. On play action, Wentz. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, and they're going to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to be another 4th down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Christian McCaffrey.
35 yards.
And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
McManus's point after is good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any rules with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And way past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Murray. Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Murray to air it out again.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the 6-time Pro Bowler Eric Allen.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw here taken in by Ingram. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's Wentz to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Christian McCaffrey.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by the 6-time Pro Bowler Eric Allen.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A give running left. It's Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. On the move past the 40. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings him to 3rd down.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
The kick by McManus is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Play fake. Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he powers his way up past the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Pitts, 65 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this ball game here, the final moments of the 3rd quarter. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now a play fake. Wentz. He will find his man Chase complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Running right, here's Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Quentin Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. On 2nd and 12, Wentz under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally. And that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Being chased out left. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And brought down the middle for the Yankees.
Had it. Did not want to get it.
The 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. All is well. First down. They'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time. It sets up 2nd and goal. The free safety running all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. On 2nd and goal. Murray, he'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
You had it.
Touchdown, Texans. Christian McCaffrey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their games a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Wentz. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Derwin James with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Carlson down to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Open man right side is Ingram. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Texans will take over here as they get up to the 43-yard line. Well, we know this is going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining. But that interception puts it in to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. That's extra, isn't it?
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it.
And off we go from Denver. Taking it about the 1.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ball again on 2nd down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Right at the 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Jamar Chase
from 13 yards out.
And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. His throw incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On play action, Wentz.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
There was a roll. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Sanders. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Going for it with Sanders. And this time he is in. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a big call there on their opening drive. They go for it on 4th and goal. It pays off.
And I think, Brandon, they were feeling like they needed to match that touchdown on the other end. They didn't want to give them an advantage by kicking a field goal and being down here at the outset.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Herbert's throw here, hard in by Cup. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 52 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Second and 6. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, Wentz.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
Touchdown, Broncos.
That
A
worked
great
out.
play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute
that worked out
of
in
the
the
first
shit
half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And that will complete downfield to Cup.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, Justin Herbert. Williams brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, Made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
The kick by McManus is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
Oh, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go down, you get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough day for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively that has the same pace on that one. From the 27, throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And they let this one field across the 45. That one a gain of 20 in the first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Running on first down out there. Gets around him. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they have some options.
I don't know if it's bugging.
We've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, the run to Hall. He is going to get stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Herbert. The 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
God,
just for himself, but a
touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember. But it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From the 6. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the outside. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff with a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts him in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, the defense just gave them a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
So let's try this again after the kick return, TD. Here's yet another kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he bats it away. Falls down incomplete.
There's been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Well, we talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
The kick down with Morris is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to stop
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. Takes this one back into the end zone. Bronco defense has a touchdown. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
I put them somewhere.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now Herbert. He's got Eckler. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? You'll give them that.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickel and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And that's caught by Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. pressure first there as Herbert finds Williams. Herbert to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
Meanwhile, the pass was short and intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely fourth down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Wentz to throw. Crossing route complete. He's got Pitts. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return for a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And they will take a knee here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.